Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, the rider from
Remember how
Andromeda left.
sucky the ending
What
for
was
Mass
that
Effect
other
3
one I put
was?
on?
Shut your mouth! I didn't
God
mind
damn
it.
it!
I didn't mind it.
Speaking of,
It was
it's
okay.
horrible.
No.
I still hate it.
No spoilers.
I still hate it. I don't care.
Remember when they did this thing and everybody died?
Remember when this game came out years ago and
Hey,
you guys still haven't fucking
Finished the
finished
game
it?
from 2012, alright?
Not you, I'm not dissing on you. This motherfucker.
He's only played the
This
multiplayer.
guy's had fucking Mass Effect 3 for a while.
What about the Crash Bandicoot thing?
So wait a minute. This is another. No, god damn it. This is another fucking Deku Tree
The
situation.
toy maker came out.
Fucking
and said
Douglas
it was
hasn't
false.
finished Mass Effect at all.
Look who's talking.
I finished one and
What's up, guys? It's the Friendly Fire Podcast.
What's up?
Episode 6.
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
People live near us.
Shut
Sean.
up.
No.
It was episode 16?
We're on episode 16.
I got it right for
We've
once.
officially been doing this for 4 months.
Nice.
How the
No,
fuck?
we missed a week.
How the fuck have I managed to put up with you dumbasses for that long?
Does
I
it
don't
matter?
know.
We're the only friends you have.
Right.
You can't say
That
what
is
you
probably
Sad
true.
but true.
And yeah,
So-
a little added reminder. We are on Periscope. We are doing a live stream right now.
That won't matter to the
That
people
won't matter.
listening to this
Yeah, when you-
podcast.
So when you listen to this 2 weeks later, so you guys know.
So no one matters. Doesn't matter to
Sorry,
anybody.
you missed out.
If you have a time machine, come check us out on Periscope.
Hey, the cool thing is this saves for a little while.
At
So they can come back-
9:45 on a Thursday night.
But at least the people that will be watching this are gonna get it before anyone else.
No one's
Nobody's-
watching it.
Nobody's
we
gonna
honest.
watch this.
Boys,
Fucking
Hi,
say
Mom.
that. Hi.
I'm Logan.
Disco.
Patrick.
Sean.
Nate's.
Josh.
Drew.
And I have been playing Rocket League.
Rocket.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo, baby, you got any more?
I know this has been free on PlayStation, and I still stand by my statement. That's what made it popular. But it is fucking fun as hell.
Yeah.
It is such a...
Car soccer!
Dude, it is so
Rocket League.
fun.
It's such
And
a
it's
game.
weird. It's totally worth $20.
You don't say.
It's so strange.
I think
Say.
everyone here would agree that it is worth $20.
I've played it since Tuesday, and it's Thursday.
I would pay
Logan
$50
did
for this.
say he was on the fence about it being $20 yesterday.
But I
But
played. No,
he
that
actually
was.
he played
Was
the
it
game.
yesterday?
But is it not worth $20, Logan?
It absolutely is.
Oh,
It's
man.
super fun. The replay value is through the fucking roof. I can't believe how much fun I'm having.
One complaint. It fucking comes out the week before PVZ.
That is a
God
problem
damn
because
it.
all we're gonna do is play PvZ
Yeah.
as soon as it's
So
available.
does that
Uh,
make
so-
it worth $20?
Yes.
I will keep coming back to play.
Hey,
this.
Nate, is it worth $20?
No.
Well, your point's invalid because you bought the game.
Only,
You bought the
Wait,
game!
no. That's a discussion for another time. No.
only so that we could record videos for it.
Shots fired.
But you bought the game.
But you bought
You
it.
bought it for $20.
Also-
Also, commentary.
I have 2 copies for $20, so...
Oh,
But yes, I
Oh, well.
played Rocket League this week. I played a little bit of ESO. I played Siege, obviously, because it's amazing.
Always.
But
That's
that's
a
really,
running thing with us.
That's a lot.
We always
I
play
like-
fucking Siege.
Exactly. Played a little Fallout. Just I kind of hit up a couple of games because I got the level 100 and PvZ 1. So much Rocket League.
Didn't you do that last week?
Yeah, since
Yeah.
I hit that, I've been kind of trying to mix it up a little bit. So
Yeah, I was gonna say.
so much Rocket League.
Did you get to the part in Fallout where you find out you're actually a Deathclaw?
Oh my god! Spoiler alert! God damn it, Drew. So that's what I've been playing. What have you been playing? Disco.
I played some Hearthstone.
Nice.
I got big into Hearthstone again this week.
Did you actually play a console game this week?
I played
Rocket
a
League.
little bit of Rocket League.
Heyo.
And I still stand by my point that it's not worth $20.
Oh, come
Invalid.
on.
Well,
It's not
Come on.
invalid because...
it's totally invalid.
How is it invalid?
They have your
bought the
$20.
game.
Put your pinky out every time
You bought
fucking
the
say
game.
I literally bought the game to make videos.
Doesn't matter.
How
They
many
have your
videos have you made
$20.
so far?
Okay,
How many? I have...
Let's be fair. He bought it as an investment. We'll
No,
call it that.
no,
It's an
I-
investment.
I think you bought it.
I already have several game replays saved, so I have made several videos.
How did you feel when you made those replays, though? How did
Guys,
you feel when you
guys,
made those
every-
goals?
okay,
How did you
wait.
feel
Guys,
when
ignore
you
that.
fucking
He
did
jerks
this
off. He
amazing,
jerks off 2
awesome
minutes into
thing?
the video anyway.
Everybody,
How did you feel when you fucking did
everybody,
that?
shut the fuck up. How many times have I said the gameplay is good, the content is nothing? I've said that 1,000
They're
fucking
releasing
times.
new maps though.
Yeah, they said that in August of last year.
Doesn't
Congratulations.
Matter.
Doesn't
Doesn't matter.
matter.
Game's awesome
Worth
for $20.
$20.
Oh my god. Okay. We have
Moving
to contain,
on.
We have to contain
Yeah.
ourselves.
I played Hearthstone. I got to this week's Tavern Brawl is kind of interesting.
Super fun.
The hero has taunt.
Yep.
Very interesting. I was
Yeah.
definitely surprised by that.
Yeah, build the deck hardcore around.
I don't know
I
these
just
words.
built a charge warrior
You should
deck.
play. 'cause
I
it's fun
I played a
as
little
shit.
bit. I played a little
I
bit.
built a
so.
charge warrior deck. It went well.
Did you play Grim Patron?
Grim Patron was nerfed.
That's okay. I still play it, and I still win 90% of the time on Grim Patron because
Not
it's so
really.
good.
Not that.
You're not my real dad. I don't have to fucking listen to you.
It's not worthwhile, anyways. And I also played Treasure Cruise a little bit. I finished up a story arc, and I know I played some Halo 5. Played a
Oh,
little
yeah.
campaign.
Really?
Good decision.
I raged really hard, really hard.
I was there for
because
some of
the
that.
legendary campaign. Every time you go into it, the AI does the dumbest fucking things on your team. Like, they just literally will run forward and do the exact opposite of what you want them to do. And then you tell them what to do, and they still don't do what you want them to do.
He raged so hard he bought Rocket League.
That is actually
exactly what happened.
fairly close to the truth.
Dude, you should have been recording that. Why
I
weren't you?
was infuriated with the fact that there was a point in the campaign where I was walking forward from a combat scenario, and I just walked forward through this little fucking rock alleyway, and I didn't even do anything. I walked forward and got sniped in the face by an enemy. Insta-death. Insta-death.
Halo 5
I mean-
probably has the hardest legendary.
I didn't even know the enemies were there. I just took a step out of a fucking alleyway and died. How did they know I was there?
They'll teach you.
And so I played that part of the campaign like 30 more times.
You got to be tactical.
because it auto-saved right
Stop
before
that.
I...
Stop that.
Stop that.
The game, of
Bad
course,
puns.
auto-saved right before I got sniped in the face. So as soon as I start that point of the auto-save, I have to either jump or strafe because I am getting sniped at. So, needless to say, I was a little infuriated.
Oh man, I wanted to see a video of you doing that so bad.
It was pretty bad.
Please, next time you rage. please
Every
record
time I spawned from the checkpoint, I had to jump or strafe because I was already getting sniped at.
it. I can only imagine.
It's a rough
the
life.
gold.
But that's all I played.
Patrick, what have you been playing?
Rage
I've been
gold.
playing Hearthstone as well.
Is it Hearthstone or Hearthstone?
Hearthstone?
I call it Hearthstone.
It's Hearthstone.
I call it Hearthstone.
Civil
There's-
War.
I've been playing. I have been playing World of Warcraft longer than you.
Okay.
So I get you.
Nonetheless,
Can we please make a meme out of that?
nonetheless, the word is hearth. Hearth.
It is hard.
That is the way it's
Guess what? Since 2007, I've been calling it Hearthstone. And I
The
would
game
call it
didn't even come out in 2007.
No, I'm talking about there was a Hearthstone in the game. That's what got you back to your end.
It's a hearthstone.
It's Hearthstone.
Hearth.
I'll say it every time. I call it Hearthstone every time.
Hearthstone?
Hearthstone. Just like Stylus.
Oh my god,
Just like Stylus.
I didn't think I would break the podcast that much.
Oh my
That
god.
was fucking.
So,
my god.
I've been playing Hearthstone.
Hearth.
Hearthstone. It's so Hearth. At the same time, I've been playing Street Fighter 5.
I'm literally pulling up the pronunciation of
Do it.
hearth.
Do it. I don't care.
Quit trying to make Hearth happen.
I will make
not
as much
going
Hearth
to
happen as I
happen.
Hearth can.
Hearth. Hearth.
Let me see.
It's hard. I know it's
Hearth.
Hearth. I call it Hearthstone.
Hearth.
Click the play button.
It's like when
Your volume stuff.
Hearth.
okay. It's the same thing as when in
Even in UK, it's hearth.
Final Fantasy
Second one.
IX,
How
my
is that
favorite
even
character was goddamn Zidane is his real name, but I call him Zidane all the time.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
my
not.
username. I say Zidane Trent. It doesn't matter. That's the way it is in my head.
But you're wrong.
I don't care. So,
So okay.
It's okay to be wrong.
Hearth. Half.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, Pat, what else have you been
Oh
playing?
my God.
What else have you been playing? Okay.
Hearthstone, fucking Street Fighter 5. I've been playing for the past 2 days, hardcore, and guilty pleasure, just playing Asura's Wrath. I did a couple episodes the other night.
Monster's Wrath.
Because I was feeling like just some epicness, like not really hard gameplay, just wanted to enjoy like a video game.
That game's
Some
dope,
button mashing with some quick time events.
And there is some fighting strategy
there's
in parts
combat.
of the game. There's combat in the game, but yes, mainly quick time events and button mashing.
Hey, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I thought
Playing
Asura's
anime.
Wrath was awesome.
Oh, it's super fun.
It is playing an
I love
anime.
that game.
Yep.
It's like all quick time events, and it's an anime.
Sean,
Sean, what you got?
what have you been playing?
Hi
Yeah,
guys.
It's Sean.
Oh my God.
It's Sean.
Hi,
Take one
Sean.
guess as to what I've been playing.
I got
Rocket League!
The Sims?
Hello Kitty's Island Adventure.
a fever,
I've-
and the only prescription is more Rocket League.
I've literally been playing Rocket League.
For 2 days. What'd you do the days before that?
Ignoring his children.
Sorry, kids.
Right.
You have
yeah.
2 kids that love you.
They'll be
Well,
fine.
They'll get over it.
MLG.
Sour kids, Dad's gotta play Rocket League.
That's why you have couch co-op.
In
But-
Jared's words, let's start an MLG team.
Okay.
Literally yesterday I played Rocket League for 6 hours straight until it gave me a fucking headache. Enjoyed every single moment of it.
That
Yes.
didn't take 30 seconds.
I'm just gonna let that one go.
I'm not saying that bitterly. I'm just saying it takes 30 seconds to get furious.
No, I don't get mad at Rocket League.
It takes
Yeah.
30 seconds to get you in the game.
It's so ridiculous.
Just because
I do.
Logan does.
I know
Just
Logan
because
does.
I get mad at every game, so it's okay.
I got so into the game, it just gave
I
me
didn't
a-
get to. No, I did play a little bit yesterday, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I did.
He did.
Other than that, not really whole much. Didn't play any Plants vs Zombies because I'm not going to get to level 100.
By today?
Surprise.
Already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
by
it's-
today.
Technically, the
And-
game is out today on EA Access.
Yeah, but I think they are giving you till Tuesday.
And wait for it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bought a PS4
Again.
again,
Again.
and I haven't touched it because of Rocket League.
Exactly.
But I
It's
did get,
understandable.
Because priorities.
but I did get the Uncharted collection for it,
Nice.
Come to
And
the
that's-
dark
which
side.
I will
It's
get
great.
to in about 6 months.
Uncharted's so good.
Dark side.
That's
It's
So
6
good.
months from now, it's still going to be wrapped in cellophane.
Yeah.
And
I'll
you're
be
not
getting a
gonna touch it.
PS4 eventually, too, so.
Yeah.
that's what I got.
That's fair.
What if you
Remember,
guilty.
remember when the
You are
PS4 was going to be
guilty
the first
for being
console that I
hardcore.
bought?
You will get an
And I changed
Xbox,
my
I
mind.
would
goddammit.
make-
I actually
God
may get a
I
PlayStation
will.
4
Damn
at
it.
some point too.
Oh, yeah. Well, you shouldn't have.
Which I didn't even get a PS3. I still don't own a PS3.
Yeah.
So
You
that's-
should always have both
because
of them.
the video game library for PS3 was fucking magical.
Nope, nope,
Stupid
nope,
good.
nope. The only
Magical.
thing on the PS3 is Last of Us.
That's
the
not true.
Only, nope.
That is not true.
The only thing worth
Not
playing.
true.
The only thing worth
No.
playing.
I would say-
What else is there?
Metal Gear Solid 4?
Meh.
Do I need to pull
What?
out my
Meh.
my huge library
What?
of PS3 games
Meh.
and correct you?
I'm talking about exclusives.
So
Metal
am
Gear
I,
4
bro.
is an exclusive.
That's what I'm
So am
saying. Meh.
I love Metal Gear. Maybe I'll
Metal
just buy
Gear
it.
Solid really hasn't been good since Metal Gear Solid.
No, you have not played Metal Gear Solid 4. You cannot say that.
Yeah.
Metal Gear 4 is pretty good.
I haven't either. I'm just talking
Pretty
shit.
good.
So.
4 is really good.
Well,
Josh, put your phone
Play
away.
it and then come to
No.
me with an unbiased
Worth.
review.
What are
What
you
about-
playing?
I did not
Okay.
like Metal Gear Solid 2.
Well,
Okay, that's
So-
fine, but Metal Gear Solid 4, you play as Snake.
We're
so-
done with this. Worth
Moving
what
on.
you play.
Okay, so I've been playing. I played Battlefield 4 for a little bit this week. What's that? Nah.
Night maps.
You
Night
love-
maps are fun.
Night
Night
maps.
maps are legit.
Yeah, I got you back into it.
They're cool.
You're
yeah.
happy now.
Night maps
you
are
like
fun.
the game now.
Yeah, I like the night maps.
Okay.
We're not gonna go so far and say
Then
like.
I played Hardline for a little bit because my friends over in the UK are at a different time zone, and that's the game they like to play apparently. So I played Battlefield Hardline, a little bit of Destiny. and-
Why?
Because my brother wants
No,
Just cause.
to just cause. Wow,
3?
no.
it doesn't work as well. Then what else did I play? Siege. okay, and I did try to play Rocket League this week.
You did it alright.
So
No.
you said you couldn't. Is there a reason you
Yes.
couldn't?
Okay.
What
so
happened?
Last night was February 17th, 2016. In case
Okay.
anybody's wondering. So the game came out. I got in the party with Sean, Jared, and Drew, and they're like, Nate, buy Rocket League, because that's how you guys sound when you talk to me. Nate, buy Rocket League
God damn it.
now. I was like, okay,
Batman is Batman yelling at you the entire.
where are the drugs going? Where's Rocket League? Okay. Anyway.
And you're submissive, so you're like, I'll bend over and get Rocket League.
So okay, yeah, and I was like, okay, fine, twist my arm, I'll buy Rocket League. I paid $20 for it. What the fuck are you laughing at?
Because we all know how much it costs.
Yeah, $20.
Clearly, we all know how much
We've been
that
over this
game
before.
costs.
Paid $20 for it. Start the download. Game gets to 26% download. Installation stops. Okay, I'm gonna try to download it again. Try to download again. Unable to download. Please clear some space off your hard drive. Okay, I cleared some space off my hard drive. I transferred some stuff over to my external. Installation stopped. Try again. Installation stopped. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why is Rocket League not working?
This is on Xbox, right?
This is on Xbox. Yeah.
Oh, it totally makes sense, Josh.
Oh, it makes sense.
So weird, dude.
Haters.
Didn't PlayStation get hacked like a couple years ago?
Gosh,
Microsoft
Can we get
did
one
too.
small joke in
So-
every
Nope.
once in a while?
Nope.
Microsoft
You guys were
did
shut
too.
down for like 2 months.
How
So
about-
fuck off.
How about your 500
No,
gigabyte
you
hard
can't
drive?
shrug that off.
Yeah, so all I did, I was playing Need for Speed while I was waiting for the game to download, and it never fucking happened. I didn't get to play
can't
Rocket
say
League
anything.
until like tonight. I played like 2 games with you guys,
Yeah.
and I can see why you guys like the hype.
My Xbox
oh my
has been
God.
acting weird on that kind of thing too.
I still
For
have
some
not-
reason, it won't download updates to Dying Light.
Is your hard drive
Okay,
filled
It
up?
keeps saying
That
that I don't have enough spaces.
mine's
but
been doing that too.
Wait, no. You can actually pick which hard drive, if you have an external or internal.
I have it set up as my external, which has 3 terabytes of
you
space
have,
left.
you have a default
Yes.
set?
as
Yes.
Okay,
my
as long as your
external.
default is set.
Because
And it keeps
you got-
telling me that,
okay.
and it won't download the update.
because mine did the same thing. I tried to download the 2 Neverwinter updates that came out, and it's like clear some space off your hard drive. I'm like, I have 273 gigs of space left. in
Your
my external.
default might be set to the wrong thing.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you, the same thing is happening.
I
We'll
don't think
check.
so.
I know my system.
Because
I know
my
my system.
my default is set to my external, and I'm still having the same exact issue. Like, but only with Dying Light. Every other game works fine.
Maybe it's Dying Light.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it's just
I'd like
you.
to play Dying Light again, so please let me play.
Dying
Maybe
Light's fine.
you're the problem.
I'm telling you, it's
But-
something that's happening with the default settings on hard drives on Xbox.
I don't know what's going on, but yeah,
It's
I did-
random too.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a problem with every game I have.
But
It's
I'm,
just Dying Light.
but I'm hoping when I get home tonight that Rocket League is fixed and ready to go because I want to play that. I want
You
to.
might have to like go into your actual memory settings and change.
I did.
things.
I did. I went into the settings and I set my external as my default hard drive.
No, I mean you might have to go into the Rocket League and change where it's downloading.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that. But yeah, I did go into my actual settings of my console.
Oh my god.
What are you listening to?
Nothing.
Porn?
I clicked the wrong button.
Porn.
It was actually,
Video.
if you can see
Porn!
it, that's what I was doing. The Deus Ex
Deus
app.
Ex?
Doesn't matter. 2 minutes
Deus Ex
into the
app.
video.
No.
Watch
yeah.
our outtakes video to understand that reference.
Yeah, and I played Need for Speed too because I wanted to do a second playthrough and play all the cars and I didn't get the juice.
What have you been playing, Josh?
I did not really get to play like hardly anything this week. I had like a fuckload of adulting to do. But
You're a working man
Were you getting a
now.
little shaky?
no, man, no, seriously, I think I was about to snap. And then as soon as I this afternoon before I came over to the podcast, I jumped on Just Cause 3. Totally like fucking alleviated any stress I had. Just freaking over.
Splurge.
Why?
All over.
Why?
Why, Sean?
I already did the joke once. It's over.
Yeah.
I already did it
It's
once.
way
Okay,
over.
that joke has been done every podcast
It is.
for like the last 5
It
fucking
is.
months.
It's
Who
over.
cares? It's so funny.
Stop it. Stop it.
It
so
was
funny.
over the first time.
Okay.
Stop trying to make why happen.
So, okay, besides Just Cause 3, that's pretty much it for me. That's really all I've had time to play. I'm
Not playing
really...
Street Fighter, though.
I will tell you what I am excited for. I'm going to get some casuals in with Pat on Street Fighter 5 after the podcast is over. So
We have
You
some
pretty much
issues.
have
we
to
have some
do-
issues with that later.
You have to do casuals because server problems.
yeah, no, it's only.
I got no server problems, but
I mean, it did have tons of server problems.
I personally have not had any server problems.
We'll get to that.
That's
We'll
because
get
I
to
have
that.
good internet, though.
Yeah.
You have like God's internet.
What
We
about
don't
you?
have God's internet, but we have semi-God.
They don't
Demigod's internet.
They don't
Demigod's
have our
internet?
We got Hercules internet.
Yeah, false God's internet.
Oh, by the way, this is not on the podcast topic. I do have one last thing I want to say. Drew recently discovered that PlayStation Plus is having a free-to-play weekend all weekend. So if you don't have a PlayStation Plus subscription, you can play any online multiplayer game for free.
For free. You can
Really?
play Street Fighter
Seriously
Live
free.
for free. But
For free.
you won't hear this before it comes out. So
That's true.
When is that supposed to come
damn
out?
it.
Then?
it's this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for people that are watching on Periscope, then you heard it here
Literally,
first,
it's
so-
the only people that we can tell go play games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now.
So
Go
but-
play games.
When you mean play for free, you mean
You can play any online multiplayer game for free. That's on
this
PlayStation
weekend?
Plus for this weekend only.
Mhm.
So
that's awesome.
We'll probably we
Yeah,
should
play
we'll,
some COD Blops 3, everybody.
I'm not gonna play COD Blops.
we should
play
actually
some
share that
fucking
on the
Ken
podcast Facebook
on
page.
Street Fighter.
We'll
should share
we'll
that.
make a little status about it,
Yeah.
so you
Yeah.
guys, you PlayStation lovers, can hear it here first.
You see the grime in his voice when he said that?
Yeah.
The grind.
You PlayStation.
I had to cough. Like, you.
Hey, Broncos fan,
so
what you been playing?
Yeah,
I
true.
haven't been playing like anything really all that diverse. Siege,
That straw
Yes!
into his mouth.
Rocket League.
We had some good siege matches.
Yeah,
recently,
we had a few good ones. I don't know. I just love playing that game.
It's super fun. Yeah. No, I'm glad you got it.
It is
Yeah.
fun.
I'm glad you got it. Yeah.
See?
It's a little disappointing on like the fact that I wish there was a little bit more to it.
No, it's not going to be MLG.
But aside from that, it's pretty fun.
I think it's an MLG worthy game.
They already have tournaments for it, so
Really?
yeah.
It's
There you
it's,
go. It's strategic
completely
enough.
team based.
It's strategic
100%.
to
Yeah.
be a competitive.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, that's
If
the
you
one thing. That's the
actually-
one thing my buddy Micah was complaining about because you were playing with us the other night, Logan. Like he's like, I like this game, but it's way too slow. I'm used to like chaotic stuff like in your face.
Go back to COD, motherfucker. God damn it.
He's talking about Battlefront. Let's be fair. He's
The
talking about
fuck
Battlefront.
Okay,
Get the fuck out.
Battlefront, COD, I don't know, any other run and gun game.
Yeah.
Destiny.
Yeah, they're bullshit. Yeah.
But we're not going to sink him to that level.
Battlefield.
No,
Yeah.
Rainbow Six is way more strategic, and you have to plan ahead and work together more than any other shooter in recent release, whatever you want to call it.
That's what I told him. Like,
Oh,
This
yeah.
game is a lot more slow paced. It's not going to be what you're used to.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you that you're going to like it, and he does like it. I'm not going to say that he doesn't like it, but
It's almost like a live action chess match with tactical combat.
there you go.
This is a good description.
And I always
Very nice.
I always use Twitch. She's my main bae.
Stop that.
No.
God damn it.
BRB being Capcan.
Yes, I love Capkin. Favorite character.
Other than Siege, Rocket League, I helped contribute to their 11 million downloads that they've seen. Made $220 million. I think that's pretty good for them.
That is a very good release.
That's a lot of $20 purchases.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
11
a
million.
lot.
In PvP.
This is never going
Well,
to
should I
go.
say
More money
money?
to never make new maps.
They're coming out with new maps. It's happening. PvZ. That's it.
Yeah, PvZ. All right, so there was a game that was released this week. They had a beta for it. It was a game that we were very, very hyped for, and completely and utterly fucking
Ooh.
I have no words.
Are you talking about Homefront?
I am talking about fucking Homefront. That game, like, why?
I'm sorry, am I playing a fucking PlayStation 2 game?
Yeah,
Real.
that beta was so rough. I cannot believe
I
how
swear to
bad
God,
it was.
You guys have 3 months to finish this game. You better fucking get your shit together in those 3 months.
They said it was an old build of the game, but seriously?
That is no
If
excuse.
you're releasing a
That's
beta,
a fucking abortion!
It was bad.
if you're releasing
Yeah.
an old version of a beta, that means you don't have a new version of the beta.
And another thing, like, a game that is running on the Crytek engine,
Should not look like fucking shit.
yeah, there is no excuse for that.
It's pretty bad.
I have no words.
Literally PlayStation 2 level graphics. That game looked fucking horrible.
Even like the hit detection, the movement, everything.
Everything
It
was
felt
slow and sluggish
old, yeah.
and glitchy.
So I loved the first Homefront. It was amazing.
This is not that Homefront.
No,
This is
exactly.
not
It's
the
it's
Homefront.
something different. I hope they pull it together.
Well,
I hope they change something because I
Didn't
love
this
Homefront.
game go
but
through
it's
like a shit ton of different
like
developers?
3 developers. now,
Yeah, like I think Crytek had some actually financial trouble because they weren't paying their employees. So
Crytek.
no, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't Crytek. but, like,
THQ went under a while back, and
some-
they had the
some
original
company,
Homefront. Yeah.
Some company had financial trouble and they weren't paying their developers. So they're like, okay, we're not being paid. We're not going to make your
And
game.
then they passed it on to somebody
And then they
else.
passed it on to somebody else, and then like we have what we have now.
So I've never actually played the game. I don't know a lot about it. So for you guys experiencing the beta for the first time, like it was the graphical capabilities, the
actual
gameplay,
the mechanics
was bad.
themselves.
Everything.
Everything,
like,
everything was bad.
Like specifically, go over the things that were just not happening for
Let-
you.
Everything.
Literally
We
everything.
have-
Imagine a PS2 game
Okay.
that's Homefront beta. It just the graphics weren't
Okay,
great.
no,
let's add to that.
a PlayStation 2 game with fucking horrible,
Hit detection,
yeah.
horrible
They-
movement, and
it-
like just really sluggish and slow, glitchy
It was-
movements.
So the frame rate was bad as well.
People
The
were
frame
getting
rate
like
was bad.
17 frames a second.
Wow.
Which,
God.
for a fucking next-gen
Wow.
shooter,
Oh.
is completely fucking
Are you-
ridiculous.
It's unacceptable.
And you're
It's
talk-
completely unacceptable.
You're
Get off
talking
Hearthstone.
about this on Xbox One, correct?
Yes.
This is on Xbox One.
Hearthstone.
Is it on PC by chance?
I don't know.
I would just be curious to understand the PC users and how. I mean, if they're running off the same build, I would assume they probably have the same problems.
Yeah, I would think
I
so.
haven't heard
Yeah.
anything.
I'd be curious to talk to somebody that's.
I
played
mean,
it
I've
on
actually
PC.
heard nothing about news wise. I played it and we talked about it. Just everything's bad.
But I mean, for the vast
Everything's bad.
the vast range of gamers that are playing it for Xbox One, I can only imagine how aggravating it must be to be waiting on a game
Oh,
beta
dude.
this long.
Dude,
Yeah.
we were so excited for this game. Like this
Yeah.
game, like we loved the first Homefront because the story was really good and the multiplayer was.
Well, and the multiplayer's on co-op though. It's
Huh?
not even like a
That's the
multiplayer.
other thing.
Yeah, the multiplayer is 100% different.
We
So
don't
it's
like. I don't think there's even going to be a single player campaign. It's all just like co-op missions that you do with like you and 3 other players. So you gotta go do objectives, and it's kind of like Far Cry in a way, as far as like it's open world. You have objectives that you got to go do.
It's open world. It's not like something like the Division where anybody else can just like pop in. And fuck
No,
up
you're
shit.
fighting like AI. You're fighting bots.
Okay.
It's you and 3 friends versus bots.
Okay.
So, but it's in like mission based open world multiplayer. There's no matchmaking. So, and I was really uneasy when I heard that at first. I'm like, okay, well, I like the multiplayer in Homefront, the first one, but maybe this could work. It could still be good. I'm open minded because I have faith in the franchise, and they just didn't fucking deliver. And the game is scheduled to come out May 17th, I think, of this year. Something like that. So if whoever's making this, get your fucking shit together and give us a game that we want, because there's no excuse.
Based on what we've seen in the beta, there's no way they can fucking salvage this game.
Who's the studio that's developing?
I think it's Deep Silver.
Deep Silver.
Honestly,
Deep
Are
Silver.
they publishing or are they developing?
I think they're developing it. Deep Silver's developing it, and it's running on the Cry engine. Saying the game engine they use to make fucking Crysis.
Okay, so you think it would run pretty well?
Yeah, you would think it would look great. This is the Crysis, like the freaking PC melting game, like the definitive of graphical technology in gaming history. So why?
And it's a PS2 graphic.
And it's like it looks like a
That's
fucking
ironic.
PS2 game.
That's ironic.
What the hell?
3 months from release, you should be working on art assets. They need to completely fix this fucking game.
According to
It's not gonna happen. This game is gonna
Stop
be
trying to
fucking,
make Homefront
happen.
happen.
It's
This-
not going to happen.
This game is going to be fucking broken, and it's probably gonna look like a PS2 game at launch. Fucking avoid this game like
well,
one of Josh's socks.
Yeah.
as of now,
Sock it to him.
That's a
Sock it to me.
that's actually a compliment.
listen to last
It's a
podcast for that
biological
reference.
compliment. That's a biological compliment.
No, as of now, the developers, there's 3 different developers: Deep Silver, Free Radical, and Dam Buster?
Yeah,
That-
still my
Oh,
question.
Dam Buster. Yeah.
That sounds like a
Dam Buster. Sorry.
That sounds like a sex position.
hey now.
Dam
The
Buster.
Dam Buster.
All damn
So I was,
Hilarious.
so I was giving her the Dam Buster last night.
So as of now, the beta's pretty rough. Let's maybe hear out some.
Okay.
Get a general consensus or maybe
be-
reviews.
To
I
be
guess,
fair,
even
to
the
be fair,
reviews.
okay, this was a closed beta. It wasn't an open beta. So
A closed beta with like 30,000 keys out there.
yeah,
So it might as well have been an open beta.
it's like, I'm gonna give you one more chance. I swear to God, if you don't fucking get your shit together, I will burn your studio to the ground.
If I was that studio, I would
That's a
release,
threat, folks.
That's a threat.
I would release another beta.
It's not a real threat.
Will hold up in a court of law.
If they don't deliver on another beta that's acceptable, fucking, I don't even know. Like, I'm so disappointed this game sucks.
Like, I hurt inside.
Yeah, like, I'm physically ill. Like, I fucking love the first Homefront. And I was hoping this game was going to be fucking awesome, but it's not even close to what I would think would be acceptable.
Hey, Deep Silver, do your job.
Exactly.
Yeah, you have one job.
In a nutshell.
So
Yeah, way to go, nutsack.
speaking of broken games,
God damn it! You stole my fucking intro. I was
I'm
gonna say,
sorry.
speaking of rough things, because
Yeah.
everything being
we're gonna
rough
call it a
things,
broken game.
Whatever.
So
What do you think we're talking about?
I don't have any first-hand experience. A couple people here might.
Pat, Josh,
One person has it.
Yeah.
Pat, Josh,
Okay, no, because both me and Drew have watched the gameplay firsthand.
I've watched gameplay as well.
The big news is Street Fighter V
Yeah.
apparently is broken.
For
Not broken.
for
So,
certain
it is
people,
broken.
for
It's
certain,
not broken.
it may not be for you, but for certain people it is.
So let's start with the one person who has actually played it, is Pat here.
Yes.
So the accusations.
Let me cue like the breaking news and music. We're here with
Breaking news:
We're
Street
live
Fighter
with-
V broke.
We're live with Grandpa Pat.
So the accusation basically is that it's unfinished. There's not enough
I'll
content.
agree with that. I'll
Okay,
agree with
unfinished.
That. Nope. I will
There's
agree with both
not
of those.
enough content.
Yep.
Okay, so you say it's okay.
Here's my opinion. And this is semi-biased too. I've been a huge Street Fighter fan for a long time. Right now, yes, there is no official arcade mode, which I call bullshit on. There is story mode, as they call it, where you get to understand the way the characters work. But at the same time, when you play these single-player campaigns, there's only like 2 or 3 fights, depending on which character you're playing as. And it gives you a little cinematic, and every art style is different, so it's kind of cool.
It's not cinematic though. It's
It's
just
not cinematic.
It's just screenshots.
No, it's screenshots, but it's different artists on each one. If you're a big,
Okay,
That's kind of cool if done
every
right.
character's story mode is done with a different artist. So when you're watching
That's
just
kinda
the
cool.
subtitles go through, and this is just me personally. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a big anime fan, so I'm loving all the different art styles and everything. But yes, you only do 3, maybe 4 fights per character. But what it does is it introduces me. They revamped everybody in this game. Everybody. Ryu and Ken, they used to be clones for a long time. Ryu's fireballs are stupid now. Ken's kicks, though, are stupid right now. They totally...
Like stupid good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Stupid,
Stupid awesome.
The biggest thing they added to this game was a system called V-Trigger, where you click both heavy and medium kick at the same... Or no, heavy and...
Medium
heavy
punch.
punch and
heavy
kick.
punch and heavy kick. Yes.
Yeah, at the same time, which for me is R1 and L1. Well, I have it on the controller. So when you do that, either, depending on your character, either you do a super, crazy move, or it powers your characters up hardcore. I've been playing Ken mainly, so what it does, it makes his kicks, unstoppable. Instead of doing your normal light, spin kick that normally would hit medium, all of a sudden it starts hitting up and medium at the same time, and it gains flame effects, so it does a burning over time damage thing. And at the same time, your Shoryukens go crazy. Your Hadoukens stay the same. Ryu, on the other hand, when you activate his V-Trigger, his Hadoukens, even if you block them, they have an electricity status to them, so your stun meter goes up hardcore, even if you try to block it. So it makes it scary to the point where if you're getting close to the end of the game and you activate the V-Trigger...
So those seem like good things. Like they added
the
stuff to it.
mechanically wise, the game is awesome. It's redone. It makes everything feel good. Yes, when it comes to the actual content wise,
Okay.
I 100% agree with you that yes, it is a shitty ass game right now.
That's what I want to ask though. Is what like we've all seen different stories about what's missing, what's wrong. I mean, Josh is obviously a fighter fan, so there are good things about it.
I was the
There's also
I was a fighter competitor too for a while.
Yeah.
The game itself is totally original. It redid the whole Street Fighter aspect. It's amazing. Like for instance, if you click instead of doing focus attack, Ryu is the only character that can parry right now in the game.
Interesting.
If you
Well,
click,
why would they make him the only character? Shouldn't they make that balance for every character though?
nope, because each
No.
character's
It's
V
a
trigger
fighter
and
game.
V skill is totally original.
It's
So
different.
that it's a balance to the point. But at least at the very minimal, and I'm saying very minimal because I know you guys give me shit on it. Right now, yes, the shop is not open, which is supposed to be able to give you alternate costumes, new characters, all that shit like that. But while you're playing right now, you do all the story mode. You get to learn how to play the characters. You can play online. You can do training mode, all that. You're earning credits constantly. So in March, when the shop comes out, you're gonna have a shit ton of credits. And you can just get all these new characters and stuff like that going on. And it's 100% free. They're not charging you for the shop and everything like that.
Can I just say that I'm just so I don't get me wrong. I love Street Fighter. I love
I
Street
know
Fighter.
it. Yeah.
Why on earth are they making us wait until June to get a full fleshed out arcade mode?
no,
Till June?
I wanted to ask everybody what do you guys consider like a completed game? Like, is it okay to release parts of the game later? As opposed to launch?
Not at this level.
That's
No,
a big
it's not.
topic. I mean, I just was curious.
Well,
like,
and I think it
Not at
varies
this
based
level.
on the type of game it is. Like Street Fighter is a fighter game.
one at a time,
That
right?
is and that is also a
Yeah.
AAA fighter. Let's not
Yeah, Street
let's
Fighter
not
is
kid
That's
ourselves.
the fighter.
That is the
Street
that
Fighter
is-
is the fighting game.
It's the ultimate fighting game. Like I mean, it's got a bigger fan base than any other fighting game in the world. It's massive.
So we can relate this topic to Street Fighter and everything, but like Drew, you're a huge Street Fighter fan.
Yeah, I love
So
Street
you
Fighter.
don't consider this a completed game? Like
Absolutely not.
Like everybody,
Absolutely
seriously,
not.
what is a completed game to you? What do you expect out of a game that's launched?
With Street Fighter, in terms of the last Street Fighter 4 game that was released back on Xbox 360 and PS3, you had a full fleshed out arcade mode. It's like a ladder mode. It's fairly simple to incorporate into the game. Like there are elements of story mode. Capcom not being the greatest storyteller in the history of time.
But what
They never
about
have.
RE6 though?
Oh God,
Damn it, Josh.
that's a completely different topic.
That's like
swear to
podcast
God.
10. Okay, let's go back.
But Street Fighter 4 could at least have some semblance of a story enough to put together an arcade mode. Where's my mode where I get to beat the shit out of the car or punch barrels, dude? I want that. I want to climb the ladder. I want to beat the
Bonus
boss of the
rounds.
game. I shouldn't have to wait. What month is it right now? February? I shouldn't have to wait 4 fucking months for a full fleshed out story.
I agree with that.
Dude, and
I shouldn't have to wait that long.
It's an arcade fighter. Arcade fighter.
There's no arcade
There's
mode.
no arcade.
This is literally the first time this has happened in the
makes
history
no
of the
sense.
franchise where you have to
Yeah.
sit and wait for an arcade mode to be released.
It doesn't make
If you're
sense.
gonna, and if they're gonna do that, they should not be charging $60 for it.
No, absolutely fucking
They-
not.
that
And
$30
here's-
is the most.
Okay, and before we go any further, I do want to remind everyone that Street Fighter had how many versions? What was it? 3 or 4? It was 4, like 3 or 4 different versions of Street Fighter. I guess 4 if you recount.
It's 4.
When they released it on PS4. They released the last edition of PS3 on PlayStation 4.
Well, there's OG Street Fighter 4. There's Super Street Fighter 4,
Super, and then Ultra.
Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition,
Oh, okay.
and then
And
Ultra Street Fighter 4.
which is one
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
So
which is ridiculous, and like every iteration, it's like, and I kind of hold a bias towards Capcom at that point because they've always been one of those companies that really want to grab for your money, and for them to kind of release a game that's this barren is pretty low to me. If you're charging that much money for a game and on top of that, it has no incentive to bring in new people because they don't have time to understand. They don't have a training mode. They don't, like, most fighters have experienced training modes.
There's
now.
not a
They
training
do have
mode.
There
There
is
is
training
training,
mode.
but
There's
it's
training
not-
mode.
But
Because Dead or Alive, the only fighter I really play is Dead or Alive, just because I like
Just
the
because of
character and
boobs.
stuff. Hey,
Let's be honest.
come on now.
Come on.
And
To be
plot.
fair,
And plot.
I was
I mean,
Drew is cupping.
I like her. I like her.
No.
She's smart.
I was introduced to Street Fighter, Dead or Alive by somebody else, and I really enjoyed it. But there was a really elaborate training mode, so I'm surprised that is lacking. I guess so.
So I'll say it this way, not defending Street Fighter 5 because obviously I'm a little disappointed in it as well. There is a training mode, like there's a legit just regular training mode where obviously you can set your character up to be in dummy mode where he just takes, he doesn't attack you or whatnot, so you can practice combos. You can put him into CPU mode and have him actually fight you at a difficulty level and whatnot. Right now, they're one little like single player mode thing they're going on, where besides being online, it's called survival mode, and that's how you unlock like the different character skins and earn more money and stuff. Where there's easy, normal, hard, and hell is the name of it. So easy mode, you have to win 10 matches in a row. Your health bar does not increase. Like any damage you take in the fights does not increase. But as you earn points, you can spend those points to increase your attack power, increase your defense power, heal yourself, all that stuff when you're playing with the character. And then you go to normal mode, and instead of 10 fights, it's 20 fights. Hard mode is 50 fights, and then hell mode is 100 fights.
Jesus.
And you have to do 100 matches in a row and earn those points fighting the guys.
So what's the incentive?
But shouldn't they have incorporated something different that people wanted as opposed to this mode?
Yes, no, and
Okay.
trust me,
I was curious.
I'm really missing
Yeah.
arcade mode. I am missing fighting like 12 guys in a row and doing little bonus rounds, breaking the barrels and breaking the car and everything like that, which is not in the game right now. Yes, but you play the story mode, and right now you're earning at the very least they're giving you the point where you can actually earn credits. So when the shop does come out in March, you can actually buy new characters. You can do that stuff instead of having to pay for DLC. I mean,
Yeah.
don't give me that look, you sassy bastard. Anyway, I'm trying to defend it best I can. Yes, I will agree. It's a super uncomplete game. I unfortunately was as big a Street Fighter fan. I pre-ordered it hardcore, so I was open to the beta and everything like that. So I had unfortunately no choice in it. I'm enjoying the game for what it is right now. That's my biggest defense. I'm 23 and 11. Bring it on, motherfuckers. That's all I'm gonna say.
I usually don't have a lot of gripes with Street Fighter, but and I love it. Street Fighter has mostly just been about in this recent age of fighters and being competitive in gaming. They've done a great job of facilitating like the multiplayer aspect of Street Fighter, being super competitive with it. But now they've been having problems even with their multiplayer and ranking, and I know how big like the fighter community is. Some usernames don't show up in Rival Search. Some usernames don't display properly on the battle results screen, and even ranking functionality is not working properly.
on top of that, characters are
Is
gone
that
too.
both, though? PC and PS4?
As far as I know, yes. They had server issues on launch. I know they've been working very hard to resolve those, and most of the issues have been resolved. And in a game this, I would say a game this incomplete, lacking at least like your ladder mode, your arcade mode. I say they take a page from Hitman and say, we're not giving you the complete game, but you can buy, you can let us play multiplayer for $30, something like that. At least they give an incentive to the people that are early adopters, want to play the multiplayer early, get acclimated to the game. Let them purchase the game at a smaller price point, just so they can play the completed features of the game.
See, and if they had gone that way, I would have agreed with it. But considering that they didn't, I don't know. It's just kind of it's a rip. I think that they really just wanted to cash in on the fighting game community that was really hungry for it.
Yeah.
Because the fighting game community
They
isn't going to
tricked
have
me.
any complaints with it other than online. They're going to be spending their entire time in multiplayer, like playing face to face.
But
But that's it.
When the game released, though, did Capcom come out and say to the user... This is the problem I have. Did Capcom come out and say to the user base, hey, we don't have a fully fleshed out story mode that's going to be working at launch?
We're sorry.
No. Yeah.
You know
And,
what?
and just
Yeah.
charge $60 for the game,
Yeah.
knowing that.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
There's only
that is
16
very low.
characters
That
right
is
now.
extremely
It's
low.
extremely. It's honestly the lowest move I've ever seen by a game developer, if I have to be completely honest. But
Hey.
anyway,
Hey,
Douglas
Capcom.
is exploding over here.
Okay, so
2 minutes in.
Quit playing
there
Hearthstone.
were articles on the
Forbes.
internet
This made it to Forbes
released
magazine.
that did warn about this happening. They did tell you that the game was not fully completed. Now, your game review websites aren't going to be that way, but there are things out there that told you about these problems.
Okay, but who's going to be looking for that though? You trust on the I mean, players are eventually going to have to start looking at things like this before they actually go and buy games. So
They
they're well
should
informed.
have been doing that after 2013.
But
I
people
mean-
people don't do that though anymore,
They should be.
or they don't do it at all.
They put too much faith in the developer.
Yeah, exactly.
you have-
Morally,
Which, but you
regardless,
should. You should like put the faith in the developer that they're going to release a good finished product.
But we've been burned too many times for us to accept that
I
as
know.
as a standard
But
product.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it sucks that we have to resort to that. Like, we have to. We got to expect games to be broken at launch. No, fuck that, dude.
But
you gotta.
it's still immoral. I mean, the fact that you're charging $60, even if you told people about it, the fact that you're still charging that price point means that you think that you're fucking better than everyone else.
Exactly.
Like you have an excuse to wipe your ass with people's money just because you have a Capcom name and a franchise that, frankly, a lot of people's faith has been destroyed in since this release, and that's not good. That's a really,
So-
really bad standing
So,
for,
Josh,
for someone to have.
So, Josh, are you saying that Capcom is worse than Konami?
no.
No.
No, but,
I will not agree with that.
but right now they are worse than Ubisoft.
Okay, well, that's saying
Honestly,
Whoa,
It's-
for real?
it's worse than Ubisoft. No, I want to make it clear that I am a very big fan of Capcom games. I love Capcom games. They're so good. They're developed really well. Most of the time, it's a solid release. But this is just kind of a new low for them. And I just want to make it clear that if you do plan on buying this game, do not expect a full offer.
Is it mainly because you're hurt though? Because it's a game you really love at the same time.
Yeah,
Is that-
but at the same time, it's kind of just like a moral practice thing for me. It's just like you shouldn't be charging this much money for people to buy your game when it's not even fucking complete.
You want a little
You're
more
selling
Hadouken.
you're selling an early build, and the problem with the video game industry is the fact that you pre-order and you put too much faith in that.
So
And
basically,
it's
what
just
you're
like,
saying.
they gladly accepted your money, and it's pretty much the same thing with Ant Simulator. They just blew it on hookers and strippers. Essentially, is what it is. Because what result did you get out of the game other than being able to play multiplayer locally?
See, Josh, now,
Who pays for that?
now you know how we feel about the Homefront beta.
Yeah,
Sorry, Capcom, that was a dick move. I'm
it
sorry.
was a dick
Yeah.
move.
Capcom,
So
you're in.
Speaking of
Why don't
dick
you go
moves,
hang out with your friend Konami?
No,
I just
Dude,
mentioned.
they're like best pals.
Burn.
They're best pals.
Burn.
Speaking of dick moves, how many people saw Deadpool in here tonight?
Oh, fuck all of you! I want to see that so bad.
That's
Yeah,
not
one guy-
gaming, goddammit.
We can't
Pat.
talk
It's
about
on
that
the
now.
list.
That's
You
the
can't
last
talk about
priority.
it. That is
Last
the
one.
priority.
You cannot
Never
talk
mind.
about
I
Deadpool
can't,
right
can't
now.
talk about Deadpool. I'm
No,
sorry.
Deadpool's amazing. It was super good. Yeah.
Go see the fucking movie.
It was a great
trust
movie.
me.
And to be fair, they re-released
We'll
Deadpool.
talk
video
about
game.
it later.
Sorry,
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
It was on the list.
I'm just giving you shit.
Apologize.
Okay.
You
Josh
guys said
has
dick
seen
moves, and I automatically thought Deadpool. I don't know why. It just
So
the
Deadpool's
word
a-
dick and Deadpool.
If
Automatically.
you
was a
want to
dick.
talk about some of the problems with the way things are going in the video game industry right now, there's a Forbes article out that was released on Monday, before Street Fighter V released.
So this was February 15th. Yeah.
Before Street Fighter V was released on February 16th, yes. So they had an article released. It is basically stating everything that is wrong with the video game industry right now. The game companies are releasing incomplete games regularly now. It's not like it's a problem that happens once in a while. It is regular. It is damn near every other fucking game at this point.
Every AAA.
It is.
Every
It's
tri-
absolutely right.
This is the article you said you wouldn't have that guy's babies, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he
Good
spoke the truth, and he did it on Forbes.com. And
the like premier business medium.
so we go into this article, and not only does he state that games are releasing incomplete, which is just outrageous. He goes on to say that on top of that, these game review sites could not be causing more problems with the way that they release reviews, releasing them before the game actually releases to the public, releasing them before any user has had any kind of a chance to play it. They release these reviews that state how well the game is. And they have they give the game an 8 out of 10 and then list thousands of problems wrong with the game right in the review. They say that the game is broken. It has all these features missing. The single player doesn't work. The multiplayer is good, but the servers are down. 8 out of 10. I mean, what 8 out of 10 should be reserved for a game that will keep your attention and makes you, on release makes you happier than you've been about a video game in fucking a year.
8 out of 10.
Rocket League.
Ocarina of Time, 8 out of 10.
Fuck that. Stay.
8 out of 10.
That's 10 out of 10.
Ocarina of Time is
That
8
is-
out of 10.
that is-
That's a
10 out
complete.
of
I'm
10.
sorry, that's a complete game. Street Fighter, but to be fair, GameSpot has not rated Street Fighter yet because it's not full. It's not complete.
GameSpot's reviews seem to be the most
Even
honest
even
reviews.
Game Informer,
GameSpot is garbage.
even Game
Fuck that
Informer
website.
waited to release their review until the game.
Hate
was
that
released.
website.
But IGN, Mr. Pay for Reviews company, no, they released a fucking 8 out of 10 game before it was even released to the
To
public.
be fair, they didn't really give
any.
Metacritic, all the reviews on Metacritic gave it an 8 out of 10 before the game was even released.
To
to the
be
public.
fair, IGN didn't give COD Ghost much credit when it came out.
That's because
Well, I don't
Cognos
think
sucked.
anybody did.
I don't think anybody gave.
Oh
COD Ghost
yeah,
much credit.
everyone's
It
like, this
wasn't
is
good.
garbage.
Yeah.
It was like they gave it like maybe a 6.5 at most.
Because it was bad. I
It
mean,
was
I-
terrible.
how
It was
many
a bad
times-
game.
You're right, and but do you know why so many people pre-ordered? They were able to do it. And I posted an article about this on my personal Facebook page like a few months back. Is like that's the problem with it.
People
If you speak
pre-order
with-
games for no reason.
Exactly.
No reason.
They offer them.
They pre-order a game because the company releases games
Well,
before that.
it only costs you $5 to pre-order something.
I love Street Fighter.
And
I
like
pre-ordered Street Fighter so I could
and
play
the
the
developers
beta.
are
That's the
laughing
reason
all
why
the
I
way to
played.
the bank with those pre-orders.
they laugh because they get the money before the game's even out, and like it's just
You think
it's-
about the amount. Okay, so $5 is nothing, but $5 a million times. Well, it's $5 million.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, you just paid a company $5 million for nothing.
Rocket League,
For
220 million.
Nothing.
Well, and also
Rocket
like,
League has not
what-
made 200.
if you-
They just did yesterday. They did yesterday.
220 million.
$220 million.
How did they make $220 million?
11 million downloads. 11 million
Wow.
at $20 a pop.
So there's-
$220 million.
So there's that many more Xbox users than PlayStation users because according to the stats, before when PC and PlayStation they only made 50 million.
They were offering it for free.
The more you know.
It might have been spread across 2 consoles. It
That might have
But
been-
but
We're gonna
because
make
of the
Nate play
hype,
Rocket
Spread
League
across
tonight
all
before he leaves.
three
it's
And we'll see how
very
good
it's
he
a
actually
hype
is.
thing
Because they
right
made
now.
50 million with between PC and PlayStation 4. So they made 3 times that amount for just Xbox?
Yeah.
4 times that amount for
But
just
yet,
Xbox.
there's still not as many Xbox users as there are PS4.
But getting
That
back
would
to
mean
what-
that there is 4 times as many users as Xbox and PlayStation, PlayStation and PC combined.
Yeah.
But getting back to what Disco's saying, like, when's the last time that you like pre-ordered a game that actually had like enough incentive to compensate for the $5 that you're putting towards the pre-order?
And it's,
Pat,
Witcher 3.
Witcher 3. Okay,
I agree with that.
That's a good exception. That's a good exception.
I did pre-order Garden Warfare because I played the beta and it was good.
Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Not
PC?
not on PC.
Not on PC.
Not on PC.
PS4, yes. I would agree with
Oh, yeah,
that.
not on PC.
I played the shit out of that game hard.
Worth every fucking penny, including the $35 I paid for the season pass. Worth every goddamn penny. All of it.
I kind of alluded to this earlier in the podcast of what is considered like a full release of a game. Because if you're playing a shooter, I think shooters, not to compare, say one's better than the other, but to a fighter, like Street Fighter, there's very specific things you need to know about each character. They're very detailed.
Right.
A shooter.
It's beyond that. It's frame data.
Well, exactly.
It's frame
It's
data.
very
per
detailed.
move.
Frame data, it's hitboxes, it's which moves are punishing.
And it's very specific. And a shooter, to me, is a little more broad. Because a
Right.
shooter is more players, more mechanics, there's more to it.
And it's more like I feel like shooters a lot more visually involved than
A little bit, yeah. The
than
graphics
fighting
may
games
be a
are.
little more important, if you want to call it
like,
that.
Like we'll take Battlefield 4 for example. Like yeah, that game was fucking broken at launch. But we knew what to expect when the game what we should have expected when the game was released. We wanted, basically, I think Battlefield 3 had a very solid release. Like it wasn't like it had its bugs.
Battlefield 3 was a perfect release. I thought it was really good.
It had very minor bugs.
Yeah.
So we had very high hopes going into the release of Battlefield 4, and it was nothing anywhere near how good Battlefield 3 was when it released.
Well, my thing is, I think personally, I feel shooters are a little more forgiven for needing updates in the future. Where fighters, you got to be kind of perfect at all times because they're so detailed. So what people are a completed game?
Let's look at Assassin's Creed Unity. I mean, if you've got any kind of bug that's game breaking, it's automatically shit.
So I'm saying to Josh, game breaking. Obviously, I shoot everybody to issue. But if you have maybe a couple weapons are unbalanced in a shooter, you fix that. It's not a broken game. You can pay $60, still get use out of it. But so
mechanics but you're talking about mechanics. Mechanics is different from content. Let's look at Destiny. Destiny is the perfect example of mechanics versus content. Mechanically, Destiny is so amazingly solid, but content-wise, it's shit. It's always been
and that's
shit.
the line.
That is a good example.
Content.
But that's the line I'm trying to draw between us: is
Content.
what's considered a completed game and what's considered unreleased broken game.
A game that has content and a game that's not broken.
Battlefield 3.
That
was broken. Battlefield 3 was good. Yeah, Battlefield
3.
4.
I'll let someone
That's
else
it, broken,
talk, 'cause,
yeah,
like,
so.
that's pretty much it for me. Like, good content and not broken.
Okay, so here's the truth of the matter. A completed game is the game that is sold to the public on launch. That is the truth of the matter. That is a completed game.
Should be the
and
completed game,
that
right?
is a completed game on launch. If we went back 15 years into the past when cartridge games still existed, that was the game that you purchased and you played. If it was shit, and you threw the game away. If it wasn't, you played it, and you played it till the game stopped working.
And we didn't have many problems
There
with those
weren't
releases. There
problems.
were never problems.
If the game sucked, it was because the developers didn't care about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's because the developers are yes.
Say that.
Now it's because the developers just said, "Fuck it, let's release the game. It's not finished. Who cares? They'll buy it."
Well, they can bank on updates, right? They can assume updates will fix it later.
They're getting paid for the game no matter what. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if people actually spoke with their wallets, they would quit doing this. That's the only language
It's what
they
I've
understand.
been saying for the last 14 podcasts.
The only language they understand is money. If you speak with your wallets and you stop pre-ordering, then they have to make a good game. Otherwise, you're not going to buy it.
It's the truth of like I said, the truth of the matter is the game that's released to the public is the finished product. Updates don't mean shit. You sold somebody a product that is not good. You should feel bad as a developer that you sold somebody a product that doesn't work, that is broken, that is missing content you promised from the get-go. That is a broken piece of shit game. It should get shit reviews, it should get shit sales, but it doesn't. It doesn't because of the community. And I could bring up another article that says that gaming sales went up 5% in 2015. 5%. That's a huge number when it comes to budgetary things in terms of gaming. 5% sales went up in 2015. That means that people are buying more games than they ever have before. And yet, games are releasing more and more problematic every single game that is released.
Because they know people will buy it.
Exactly. The gaming developers know people will buy these broken games no matter what. And they can make their promises, oh, this future content will make it all better for you. And yet, 6 months later, we're not playing the game that they promised would be better.
Going hardcore into it. Best and the worst going game wise. Best game ever when it came to developers going hardcore and putting their hearts and souls and being like, this is the game we provide you. Yeah, it kind of has bugs, but it's a full game and we went hardcore into it, not being a broken record. Witcher 3 came out. game was fucking amazing. It won Game of the Year for a reason. Like, the game itself was amazing. Oh, by the way, you bought our game when you first bought it. Here's the first 14 DLCs are on us. You know, all that stuff. Worst game that I've ever played when it came to me being pissed off about buying a game and then having to buy DLC to actually finish the game. I hate to say it because I say it already. Asura's Wrath. You got 13 episodes, but the official ending was 15 episodes, and you paid $5 for episode 14 and 15 a piece to actually finish the game and get all the achievements.
So the game was $70.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Essentially.
I paid for it because I played this other game.
Fuck,
But I'm saying
at that point, it's like
that's the polar opposites. Like,
at
trust
that
me,
point,
Witcher 3 it had bugs when it came out. It's a big ass game, whatnot. But they put their heart and soul into that game. And yeah, there's DLCs out now, but it's totally different from the actual main game. It's not adding onto the main game.
But those DLCs actually add a shit ton of value to the original game.
Yeah.
Like you said that. Well, I forgot the name of the first like major DLC that was released for it. It was like I don't know, whatever the name is. I forgot what it's called.
Blood and Iron, I think is.
Yeah, Blood and Iron, whatever. But it promised a full 60 hours of content.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is a DLC. That's not just like some like little bullshit.
$20.
$20. That's not.
$20 for
That's
a
not just some
60-hour
little,
DLC.
That's
Let's
not
go.
just some little bullshit add-on map pack that you get from a COD game or something.
Yeah, you can't really argue
Yeah.
with something like that. Like that's content. That's
Like that.
they're-
That is
It,
a full
it encourages
game.
you to play the game. They were very generous. It's like you can tell they put a lot of work into the game. It's those kinds of practices that aren't really around much anymore for gaming. And it's just like I said before.
That's why we're
if
excited
you-
for No Man's Sky.
If you want this to become the norm,
10 minutes.
I can't stress it enough. Stop pre-ordering.
it's not only stop pre-ordering, it's stop buying games on launch day.
Mm-hmm.
Launch,
buying on
you
launch,
do
stop
not
pre-ordering.
have to buy a game on launch day.
Except for Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Yes.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
If you wanna-
And Rocket League.
If you want to play with us, buy Garden Warfare 2 on launch day.
Yeah.
But
We'll add our gamer tags in the video description.
the problem is you're buying the game on launch day because the game came out today. You don't look at user reviews, you don't look at critic reviews that aren't IGN, and you just assume the game is good because it launched today. That is a problem.
Because you're gambling on the hype.
IGN.
I'm not
is
gonna
like
lie, I got an
our
erection on
regular
February
bag.
16th when Street Fighter 5. But I pre-ordered it. That's my biggest thing. I wanted to
You
play the beta.
are the problem.
Yeah,
You are part of
I
the
was
problem.
access to the beta because I pre-ordered it. That was a big thing to me.
To be fair, a game like Street Fighter, though, it's a game that has shown its gaming prowess, its competitive gaming, a game that transcends just competitiveness.
Yes, it's never had problems in the past.
No, but the people that they're going to buy it on launch day, the hardcores, the people who go and play it professionally, they're gonna buy it on launch to get acclimated to it as quick as possible. It's gonna happen.
They're gonna do that because they don't care.
It's just
they don't
unfortunate.
care what happens to the gaming industry. They're there to make their money on professional gaming.
They're there
They
to make
don't
their
give
mark.
two shits.
You do the same thing if you were that good at Street Fighter.
Okay. Yeah.
You will.
Yeah.
You're gonna win
If
$100,000.
I'm gonna make
on
$100,000
fucking
playing a fucking game,
Speaking
yeah, I'm
of-
probably
speaking
gonna do
of-
that.
Don't even
But-
fucking lie.
But that's because I'm gonna make
Yes.
$100,000 and the game costs $60.
Exactly.
Speaking of Street Fighter and how much I want to play it, I'm gonna segue into another topic here. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? We have all these topics here. Anybody got one that sticks out?
Doom.
Oh,
Yeah, Doom.
Doom.
13
Speaking
hours.
of games that are like we're talking about building hype for games.
I hate first-person shooters, but a 13-hour campaign, I'm totally down for
Dude,
that.
Hype,
Dude,
hype,
oh,
hype,
no,
hype.
Super
no,
hyped
wait,
for
no,
that.
wait. I want to come back to this. Okay, so
Is that a
it's-
4-hour campaign? I'm totally down
No,
for a not
but-
4-hour single-player fucking shooter campaign. That's why I hate first-person shooters besides, like, Borderlands. Because that game takes fucking forever. And my throat is being ripped out psychologically by
But
Josh. Sorry.
but Pat, you're used to playing JRPGs.
I am, I know.
And 200 hours is a full game.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck is 13 hours? You're gonna be done with that in like 5 seconds. That's not really a
days.
lengthy
That's-
campaign.
That's
2
pretty
days.
good for a shooter.
that's
for
good
a
for a
shooter.
shooter.
But shooters have ADHD and they're like 12 years old. So who cares about them?
fuck
We're
them
gonna-
all. Time
And the fucking your mother.
Okay,
Pause
there's
the podcast.
we're-
I feel like Josh is starting to turn into me, and it's wonderful.
Super Saiyan, take your hat off.
One of us.
We are Reddit users and COD players are on Facebook.
What?
What?
That I'm describing the
I understood
social
that
media.
analogy.
Okay, yeah.
The social media anarchy of like what COD players are.
since
No,
Sean-
wait, they're fucking
No.
MySpace.
No,
Fuck,
no,
that's dumb.
Reddit and Dig. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or
So
Zynga.
Sean-
You guys
Sean-
remember that shit?
Oh my god.
Zynga.
That's like
Sean-
fucking what, 2002 is Zynga?
Or
Fuck.
Reddit,
I had
Reddit
Zynga.
and fucking.
Oh, we did too.
Minecraft.
Hey, yo, bitch, what's your Zanga?
Here's what I'll say about first-person shooters. I am the biggest anti-first-person shooter guy in this group. I
He
can already
is.
see it.
He's
I do
very-
not enjoy first-person shooters at all. Because multiplayer, I do have a rage sense, but it's not my natural, like, throw my controller against the ground rage sense. I'm just like, fuck, I'm not playing this game forever. But when it comes to, like, Borderlands or Destiny, even, I hate to bring it up, but
Borderlands is a
it's an
third-
MMO shooter.
It's
Isn't
an
it a
RPG.
third or first-person shooter?
No.
It's only first person.
Borderlands
It's
all
only
first
first
person.
person.
That,
But I was watching you guys play Division, and Division looked cool because that's like that MMO like shooter aspect, which looked really fun.
motherfucker.
It looked really fun. So when it comes to Doom,
beta this week.
Doom is partly nostalgia,
For what?
but I'll guarantee you this right now: if
I
I
think so.
picked up
I think
any
so.
Call of Duty game, I could beat it tonight. Like the entire single player campaign without a track. 13 hours, while it's not super long, I would enjoy playing the shit out of that.
are you gonna play Doom?
I'm going to play Doom.
Yes.
I'm
Hell
gonna,
yes.
No, I'm
Hell
going to buy
yes.
Doom, and I'm going to play Doom.
Let's
Hardcore.
talk about
Yeah.
also.
I
the-
want to super shotgun so many people in the face.
Okay, nobody has played any sort of gameplay for this game, and everything that we just talked about in the last topic was don't buy a game without knowing anything about it. And you all
No,
three
no,
just
dude,
said you're
listen.
going to play the fucking
What's
game.
the
We
no,
are
no,
the
no,
bad
no,
part.
no,
It
no,
doesn't
no.
I can't
There-
play games. I'm not allowed to play games.
I just said the topic we just talked about was don't do that.
Did
This
I
is the
say I was
guy
gonna buy it on
That
launch?
had the internet
I know,
browser
you said you were gonna
dinosaur
play it.
jumping game.
I do think that some developers and some games have enough history and like respect that you can kind of go
Okay,
in
but
saying that.
Capcom.
Bungie.
Capcom.
Bethesda.
Well,
Well, we're
Capcom's not
talking
making
about
Doom.
fucking Capcom.
Capcom's not
Capcom
making
is-
Doom.
Capcom
No, I'm
has
talking
never been
about.
honorable.
You're saying that games have honorable like releases and things like that. And
Certain
we
games.
just talked about
certain games.
Capcom releasing a broken Street
But-
Fighter.
but-
fight.
Obviously, you don't play
Capcom has
Capcom off merit.
Capcom-
You do play Capcom.
I don't.
Capcom has never had a good reputation. Like,
it has.
Oh,
no,
Mega
no, no,
Man.
no. Listen to me.
Mega
Listen
Man.
to me. In the fighting game community, it has never had a good reputation.
Third Strike?
It has
Ever.
never
First
had a
Strike's
bad
mechanically-
release in history.
Mechanically, yes, but we're talking about content.
Marvel
like, we
vs.
know,
Cap 3.
We know their underhanded tactics. Ultimate Marvel vs. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was released twice. So technically the first
Ultimate?
game wasn't complete. It
Ultimate.
wasn't complete. That's what I'm saying. Ultimate is the same game. It's
I
the
s-
exact same fucking
I
goddamn
still
game.
no, it's not, and I
Yes,
still
it
bought
is.
both. No, it's not.
There's different balances on characters, but that's the only
Different
difference.
damage. Different damage. They changed the game. They changed the game.
They didn't change it enough.
Yeah, they did. They changed the game.
Trust me, when
I
you play
stand
Street
by
Fighter
it.
5, when we played tonight,
I
you will
competed
see the
in
difference
I
I'm talking
competed in
about.
Capcom for like 700 hours. To me, it's not enough. So
They changed it though.
Yeah, no, it's good. No,
Just
trust me,
saying.
he has no idea. He's gonna play 5 and it'll be good. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
It's good character.
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't get to weigh in on this 13-hour campaign thing. It's nice. It is a refreshing,
that's a
refreshing
long-
thing for a shooter because of late, the last I'm gonna go ahead and say 5 years, they have been on average like 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
which has
Like,
been
I think-
pretty.
yeah,
impressive.
I think I beat- I think I beat COD 4.
yeah.
I mean, you can beat a
COD
4 to 6 hour campaign the launch day.
I say 6 to
COD
8
4 was
maybe.
about-
Like 4 is a little,
Call of
little
Duty,
quick.
Call of Duty has regularly.
Fuck Call of
been
Duty.
less.
Don't consider that.
Battlefield.
Hold on.
I'm going into more. Battlefield has regularly been less.
How many Battlefield campaigns did you play personally?
Halo 4 and Halo 5.
Okay, he didn't answer.
Changes-
It's a 0.
Halo 4 and Halo 5 were both less.
No,
I
5
mean,
5
you
was
didn't-
like
you mean you
6 to
didn't
8
play
at
Reach?
a minimum.
5 was 6 to 8 because
At
the
a
game
minimum.
was harder,
It was harder, yeah.
not because of the content.
But you
COD
didn't.
If I went through and played it on easy, I guarantee I could
Well,
beat
don't be a
4 hours.
bitch.
Okay,
Doom looks-
I'm just
4
saying I'm not talking about difficulty levels. I'm talking about amount of content.
Well, the
The
difficulty plays
regular
into that.
has
though.
been
We're talking about the king
4
of
to
content.
6 hours.
But what about
Bethesda.
okay? What
We're talking
about
about the king of content.
what about this? What
200
about like
hours.
what about
That's an RPG. That's different.
what about the actual like
These are the guys that make
quality?
those
Different.
What the fuck are you doing? What about the actual quality of the like the campaign itself? So I automatically think of COD 4. I think that is one of the best modern shooter campaigns ever.
Do you want
Yeah.
storyline? Do you want storyline in Doom?
Yeah. So what's
What are you talking about?
Huh?
The best modern campaigns? Oh, just
COD 4.
wait,
no.
COD 4.
You
Dude,
are
I will give it the best modern shooter.
No.
of campaigns.
No.
He said campaign.
I think it's
Multiplayer.
He
Best
said campaign.
and multiplayer.
Fuck you. You don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
dude.
You said campaign.
I did say
And
campaign
no.
because it is
Absolutely not.
because it's good.
What? Okay.
It is good.
Oh,
No, wait.
wow.
Wait.
Just wow on that.
Did you expect the nuke to go off?
Just
I didn't expect the nuke to go
wow.
off, dude.
Did you expect the nuke to go off?
No. But what
Exactly.
the fuck does
Shut
that
the fuck
matter?
up.
It was
What-
good.
what-
It was good.
It was good, but what makes it the best? Nothing about it makes it the best.
Okay, I'm not. We're gonna
Call
go
of
to
Duty
the
4?
Saber's nasty.
COD 4, yes.
No! Just no!
wait.
There's so many shooters that had better campaigns. So many. I
Okay,
could-
like what?
Okay,
Like what?
Borderlands.
Mass Effect.
Okay,
Bioshock.
that-
Oh,
Halo.
Bioshock, absolutely.
There's so many.
Infinitely better.
Okay,
Bioshock is
That's
the
why I
shit.
just asked.
Mass
I go,
Effect is an RPG. I wouldn't. It's a shooter
It's
RPG.
a shooter.
No, it's an
shooter
RPG first.
It's an RPG
RPG
before it's a
first.
shooter.
You can't compare
That's why,
COD
like,
and
if we're
Mass
gonna
Effect.
say that, then yeah, Mass Effect is better by
Okay,
leaps
then
and
what
bounds.
about Halo?
You know? Okay, I'm a little biased because I am not as big a Halo fan as you guys. Like you guys grew up on that shit.
That doesn't count for narrative though. Narrative, Halo wins every time for narrative. So, COD is just like your basic military.
You're just
well,
a
bullshit.
fucking guy who goes on missions.
Yeah, Halo actually has a mythology and like an entire universe dedicated to it. So, Halo wins narrative every time. So
That's
fuck
why I
you.
asked.
I'm just saying, I agree. Call of Duty 4's campaign was good, but just saying best just threw me off. Never heard anyone say that.
Just admit it. Halo Reach is the best.
I will stab you. I will stab you in the face.
That's what I was telling him.
Halo Reach was a fiery pile of garbage. It was
Garbage is kind of
E.T.
complimenting
It was the game E.T.'s butthole.
Oh god.
Oh God!
My God.
No,
I don't think I've heard a worse
I'm
insult.
gonna make you eat your
For
words
him.
because I have awesome Forge maps that I made, and you were
Halo-
That's irrelevant. That's nothing to do with the campaign.
Yes, it does. Well,
The
it doesn't,
campaign-
Thank you. Yeah.
but it's a good
yeah.
game.
The
No.
campaign literally spit in the face of Halo lore.
Halo Reach probably deserves to be buried under the fucking buried ET cartridges.
Exactly.
That fucking
Oh,
dumb.
Exactly.
I don't know. ET is pretty bad, guys.
I had so much fun playing Halo Reach, though.
I liked Reach.
Wait.
It was. It should have been called Halo Jetpack Fights.
Wait.
I didn't use the jetpacks, so
Shaq Fu
Because you
or
had
Halo Reach.
You had
Oh, Halo Reach.
pride.
I had class. Yes,
Exactly. But everybody else does not.
Yeah.
Nate, Shaq Fu or
Armor
Halo
lock.
Reach?
I would rather play Shaq Fu.
Oh my god.
I actually did play Shaq Fu as a child, so Halo Reach I played for like 2 weeks and sold
I
the fucking
killed
game.
plenty of people on jetpacks, by the way.
I'm not saying
They're easy
that
prey.
it was hard to kill people in jetpacks. I'm saying everybody fucking used jetpacks. It made the perks pointless.
It's the only reason why I was asking him. I go, do you expect Doom to be a big narrative, like, fucking campaign? And he said, yes. I go, for 13 hours, if you played Doom before, all you have to worry about is shotgunning people in the face.
I
And
love
worrying
Doom
about
3.
Dude, there was
That's what I'm
awesome.
talking about.
Doom
That
3
was
was
the most
great.
roundabout. That's the most roundabout way of getting back.
How did we get back to
before?
That's what I was talking about earlier. There were other things. I'm just saying
30-minute
that
rant.
if you go into Doom, and yes, it's 13 hours, it's going to be awesome. But is it going to be mainly like narrative, and you're worried about
No,
the main
you want
character and
to
stuff
blow
like that?
shit
No,
up.
I want to kill
It could
fucking
be
demons.
though.
It
I mean,
could.
Doom 3 had a little bit of a story to it.
It's got this.
But what's
shooter,
the point of Doom?
I mean,
shotgunning
yeah.
fucking demons in the face.
This-
That's all you
Pretty
want.
This shooter
With some
has
puzzles every once in a
Yeah.
while, you know, I'm down for that.
And
But if I get 13 hours
some
of that,
fear
I'm
here
done.
and there.
I'm great. I'm
all,
totally into it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fear, you have the fear element, and you also have that that old school shooter element, which is what I want in a shooter so bad right now. I miss playing Unreal Tournament 3. I miss playing games
Yes.
like Quake.
Which
I want to play
Unreal
this game.
Unreal Tournament 2.
Oh my god.
Let's correct that,
No,
right?
no,
Thank
no.
you. Thank you, Disco. Disco's like, yeah.
Unreal Tournament 2 was definitely better than 3.
Well, whatever. I
All,
loved 3.
all we're saying at the end of this,
3 was still good. I still
I
played it.
loved 3.
all
I,
we're-
the 3 was good because it was on a console that had a ton of Xbox Live support.
Yeah.
Or
It still has
PlayStation
PlayStation support. There's still people on it.
I just
We were-
mean
we were
it had,
playing it-
it
we were
had
playing it not
really
too long
good
ago, actually.
online support for Unreal Tournament 3, whereas Unreal Tournament 2 didn't have the greatest online support,
Right.
but the gameplay was better.
But I mean, all we're saying here, in a nutshell, is just don't pull a fucking Duke Nukem forever.
Yes.
I swear to God.
I think at this
Firmly
point they're
agree with
already
that.
past that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look how much they hyped up the Duke Nukem game. Look how much of a
Wait,
goddamn
are we still
abortion-
talking
That's
about
what we're talking
Homefront?
about, though. This is Bethesda.
Well, I
Are we
mean,
still talking about Homefront?
We
Are we
are.
even talking about Homefront this entire time?
basically,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
we've come full circle.
Dude.
We've come full fucking circle.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I would be excited for Doom. I really enjoyed Doom 3, and if they can keep that feel with the 13-hour campaign and great multiplayer, Doom 4, whatever the fuck they're gonna call it.
I'm excited
Could
as
be really
fuck
good.
about Doom. I'll pre-order
I think you
Doom,
can call it
and I
Doom.
never pre-order.
For what it
games.
looks like, it's just
No.
Doom.
I mean, it is.
I will
Doom
do it
4.
for Doom.
No.
I've never been so excited to play a
Do it for the
shooter
vine.
in recent memory.
But don't
than
buy it
Doom.
on launch.
Don't. Really don't.
I want to.
I'll get it.
I will.
I guarantee I'll get it. I guarantee you I'll get it.
I
We
want
cannot-
that, Disco.
Can we just make a pact here as a podcast
Final
to
Fantasy
not
15. You're
to
getting
just
it.
just one game. Just don't buy Doom on launch. Let's just wait. Let's just wait.
We have to buy
Even
a
if
copy.
it's one fucking day.
We have to make videos. We have to make videos for Doom.
One
Let's
They-
wait
How
one
about this?
day.
We'll
They
wait
can
for
wait
that pod-
one day.
Because
One
games
day?
come out on Tuesdays most of the time.
Okay,
So
blood-
we'll wait.
Blood pact right now.
This is like
down.
this is the equivalent to that one.
Blood
This is the
Roll
equivalent to
D20s.
that.
I'll
is the
break
equi-
this beer bottle and I'll cut myself.
This is the equivalent to that one. This is the equivalent to that one Simpsons episode where Homer goes to buy the gun for the first time, and the gun seller is like, "Oh, you gotta wait 5 days to buy your gun." Homer's like, "5 days? But I'm mad now." It's basically the same thing. Oh,
If we can manage as an entire group to wait one whole day to buy a game, that actually means something.
Self-control.
I have a
means something.
huge boner for
But-
Doom right
But
now.
Steam Spring Sale's coming up, and Drew's wallet's going to go, well.
We all know that I don't have fucking
Hey,
self-control.
Speaking of Steam, they're offering Sega's offering 3 free games on Steam right now.
Good
So if
ones,
you're a
too.
PC
Really?
user, go out and grab them.
Really?
Yeah.
Golden
Sonic
Axe.
Adventures?
Old school Golden Axe.
Golden Axe.
But
is
it's
one of
not
Really?
Doom. It's not Doom.
I'm trying. God damn it! I'm trying. Oh, Jet Set
them.
Radio.
Yeah, Jet
Sonic.
Oh shit!
is it Sanic?
I'm
Oh,
trying to think of the other
shit.
game. There's another game.
Gotta go fast.
That is fucking amazing that they offer.
Jet Set Radio for
Yes.
free. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
And Golden Axe. That's a
There's
good-ass
one.
game.
There's one other one though. Let me. I
Not
got.
If,
Golden-
if they're not announcing the Dreamcast 2, I swear to God.
Just to be clear, it's not Golden Axe Beast Rider.
No, it's some.
Not.
It's
Not.
some rabbit game.
What? Grab it game?
Yeah, a rabbit.
Oh,
you,
rabbit.
You play as a rabbit or something.
Raving
like that.
rabbits?
Give me a second. Vamp until I can find it.
Vamp?
Yeah, like keep talking.
Talking.
I
Just,
think
yeah.
you said vamp. Like what? You want to become a
It's a
fucking
pod-
vampire?
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Mass Effect,
Yeah.
writer, go
Oh,
away.
I heard about that.
Guess
lead-
what? We don't want to. Do we really want to talk about this?
This is
Okay,
the, this is the
is
curse
a-
of
this-
BioWare.
This could be a minor topic because he did say, it is a guy, right?
It's a he.
I believe
Yes,
so.
It
he
is a
did say that when he left for Bungie, if I'm not mistaken,
To write Destiny.
and he said that he thinks the game is
It's
still
like
gonna be great.
leaving a fucking lifeboat to jump back on the Titanic.
Okay,
Basically.
he likely got a better role on Destiny.
By better rolling, you mean they paid him a fucking shit ton of money.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But what he did say when he left the company is that he still thinks that the game is going to be a great game.
Sorry guys, I
Well,
like
sure
money.
it is.
No, wait, no. Andromeda comes out by the end of the year. You'd imagine about 6-8 months. The story's
The
probably
story is
done,
pretty-
right?
They probably had the
Story's
story
So
done
if a
before.
writer leaves at this point in the game development, probably not a big deal.
Plus,
His job's
this,
probably
At this
done,
point,
right?
you're worrying about the development.
Plus,
Yeah.
this guy didn't write the original trilogy, so we don't really know what to expect from him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
That's
I don't
true.
think it's a big deal.
You know who this guy is from Titanic? This motherfucker's Billy Zane. He's trying to get on the fucking lifeboats and sail away.
Yeah. I have a child. I have a child.
He's paid. He's fat paid. He's
Yeah.
just trying to get away.
God, that was.
No, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when the game comes out. I have
okay.
high hopes for it.
Yeah, like BioWare has never ever once let me down with Mass Effect. Even with any of the DLC, it's
BioWare has never
Except-
let me down in the history of ever.
Except for the fucking original Mako controls. What the fuck were you thinking?
no fuck you.
Shut
no,
your
fuck you.
goddamn mouth.
Mako.
The Mako was perfectly fine. It was an amazing
The
game.
It
Mako
was
first came out,
awesome.
it
It
Thank
was.
you. Thank you, Disco. Yes.
You guys, speaking of BioWare, what about the Unreal Engine 4 Knights of the Old Republic?
Man.
Are you guys shitting yourselves?
I heard that's a mod.
I'll pay anything.
No, that was
Take-
gonna be my upside thing. That is legit.
It's
Those
how
guys
all
are
of
working
my
hard
money.
and core motherfucker.
So
on code.
BioWare is actually
I
making.
was throwing
No,
my
it's not
money
BioWare.
at the screen repeatedly and nothing was happening.
You can't throw money at it because there's no way they can charge money
No,
for
but
it.
I
they
don't
can't
care.
charge money for it. But there
I
are hardcore
want it.
developers that are working Unreal Engine 4 to make KOTOR again. And if they do that, I will fucking jizz my pants.
I'll,
without even trying.
yeah.
I'll go
It would be
insane.
funny.
That
He
was
doesn't even have to touch himself. He
I
just-
do not even have to touch
He
myself.
brushes his dick up against the controller.
You do the same thing.
It doesn't matter. I jerk off 2 minutes into the video anyway.
Exactly.
I already
Yes.
said that.
Exactly.
already been done.
KOTOR, Unreal Engine 4. I can't even. That'd be like Ocarina. Did you see the Ocarina of Time
Yes,
videos?
I have.
Yes.
Yeah, it's jizz yourself type of environment.
Jizzers.
Whoever's making it is very talented.
Yeah. Have they released like screenshots of it?
Yeah,
Oh.
there's
Yeah.
screenshots.
Yeah. They're okay.
No, there's screenshots of the environments and stuff.
So
but
it's
no
not just-
gameplay yet.
It's not just a rumor.
That's a really big endeavor to remake an entire game with combat and such in Unreal Engine.
And that was honestly like BioWare's first major title, wasn't it? Knights of the Republic.
wasn't it? Do you guys remember?
I feel like they probably made games before that.
BioWare's first big title.
Like their first like major AAA title was Knights of the Republic, wasn't it?
I
think
want to say that was
Mass
one of their. No,
No, no, no,
way.
no,
The
no,
original
no.
Mass Effect didn't come out
No,
before
Mass
KOTOR?
No.
Mass Effect came out in 2007. KOTOR came out in like
Knights-
2002, 2003, I think.
Knights was one of their first games because then I remember later they did Jade Empire for original.
Oh,
Jade
yeah,
Empire
Jade
was
Empire
awesome.
was
Yeah,
Jade
it
Empire
was a
was awesome,
fantastic
yeah.
game.
That's
Dude.
that was the platformer with the chick with the green headband, right?
Yeah, it
She had,
was.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't. I
green
wouldn't really
shit
call it a
and
platformer though.
It's an RPG.
It's an RPG. It's like Mass Effect, but
It's like
but
Banjo Kazooie feeling, right?
no,
No.
no, not at all.
I want you guys to think about how
Ow.
big of a
Sorry,
labor.
I did play. I just watched gameplay.
How big of a labor is it for just like this independent team to go and remake this game? There was tons of dialogue choices. There were tons of different customizations for your lightsaber and your abilities, and like I mean that seems like a really huge undertaking to me.
There is a 10-man team working on No Man's Sky right now.
That I
Just
heard
letting
about.
you know,
I
there
heard
is
about.
a
That's true.
10-man team working on No Man's Sky.
So I mean,
We've been
the,
talking about it all night.
the 10 trillion planets isn't enough already.
18 quintillion.
Oh my
Thank you very
18
much.
Whatever the fuck number
Thank
it
you
is.
very much.
I can't wait to explore your
First
anus.
person to find Earth wins.
Yeah, Logan.
So, it is that time.
What was the time?
We have a
have to wrap up.
we have a
We do
new
have to wrap up.
we have a new giveaway though.
But
There's no
yes,
pleasure in
to
wrapping it up.
finish the podcast, we
Whoa.
are going to finally announce.
PG-13, Josh. Come
A
on.
week late, we are going to announce the winner of the Brotherhood of Steel Fallout 4 wall flag.
Oh wait,
Super jealous.
wait.
Don't play the John Cena thing.
No.
Don't
no.
play the rap air
Like the
horn
John
either.
Stamos one.
Okay.
But the John,
Everywhere you go,
everywhere you.
Sorry.
So
Fucking hate all of
I
that.
just said don't play it.
I thought
God
I heard
damn
you
it.
I'm going to stab you.
All right, that's enough.
So we want to say thanks everybody for liking the photo, sharing, subscribing,
Yeah, we reached
listening
over-
to the podcast. We're almost at 200
We're
likes
super
now,
close to 200.
and the next giveaway will be at 300
300
likes, by the way.
likes. We reached over 3,000 people with this giveaway.
We
So,
were pretty happy to do that.
Pretty,
So
pretty sweet. Pretty.
without
Yeah,
further
thanks,
ado, the winner is Kayla Hager.
Kayla Hager. Woo! Congratulations.
Just
Girls,
go,
listen to our podcast.
go ahead and send us a message on Facebook. We can get your information, find out a way to get you the flag, whether that's shipping it to you or handing it off to you personally.
Yeah.
And if it's not claimed within the next week, we will pick another winner. So you have a week.
Mm-hmm.
And
Another one up in line?
aside from that, I will let Logan go ahead and wrap up the podcast. But congratulations.
It's over.
Well,
Podcast done.
We do have one. I do want to touch on one more topic. That I
Doesn't
think
matter.
is-
Had podcast.
Hat podcast. I do want to touch on one more topic that I think like you probably had some pretty
You have
pretty deep knowledge
30
on.
seconds.
30 seconds. Okay, Microsoft plans to make Windows 10 Xbox One crossover games a habit.
Woo!
Woo.
Yeah.
That's all he's got.
Quantum Break.
Quantum Break.
You have to have Windows 10 to play it.
Really?
Yeah, on PC. You have to have Windows 10.
Well, that's no different than like Origin having, specific things or like you have to play on a
This is the
dedicated.
first instance I've ever heard of an operating system, forcing an operating system on the user.
Windows 10 is becoming like a platform for gaming though.
Stop trying
like
to make Windows 10 happen.
To be fair though, if you own Windows
go back
7,
to
you can
XP.
upgrade to Windows 10
So
for
good.
free. So I'm not hating
Yeah,
on that.
okay, you can upgrade for free, but how do you do it? Because they keep telling me I can, and I keep clicking, yes, I'll upgrade to Windows 10, and it keeps not happening.
Well,
So
That's something wrong with
Well,
your
you
computer. Something's up with your computer.
I've literally
Figure
clicked.
that out.
I've literally
Of
clicked
course it
upgrade to
is.
Windows 10 15 fucking times on my
Well,
computer,
fix your
and it never
broken
works.
ass computer.
Logan's just a Microsoft fanboy. I want to bring it up.
Come on now.
Huge fanboy.
I like all platforms. So.
Whatever.
But you have a bias.
No,
towards-
you don't.
You are the biggest Microsoft fanboy out of all.
No.
I literally said
You like
at the beginning of the
Microsoft and The
podcast.
Last of Us.
I just said I plan on getting a PS4,
He did.
and I'd play PC if I had a PC that could play stuff. Like Xbox is the thing I have right now. I love Last of Us, and I'm saying I'm sorry that PS4 games aren't as good.
Oh,
Uncharted!
Uncharted!
Done.
Fuck off!
Hey.
What's your name again?
Hey.
My name
Is Nate.
No,
Douglas.
No.
Disco.
He sounds exactly like
That's
Douglas
Disco.
Rodway.
Yeah.
no.
Hey, I've never said anything about.
I like all platforms, but Xbox is where it's at. I'm Logan.
I've never said anything about PlayStation.
Logan.
He said Logan.
But don't buy Doom on launch. I'm Douglas.
Please.
We're starting the movement here. Don't buy Doom.
My name is Patrick, and if you actually are a Street Fighter fan, just play online, get Street Fighter. It's really fun. I love it.
40.
I don't care what people
We're
say.
each saying a
I
little.
don't care what people say. It's awesome.
My name is Sean, and it's past my fucking bedtime.
He also hasn't spoke for the last 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Pretty
Where
much.
the fuck have you been, you lethargic ass? No.
I've
My,
been pissing my fucking brains out.
my name's Nate, and Homefront, the Revolution sucks dick.
My name is Josh, and I'm going to buy Doom on launch.
Just said
Wait a day, motherfucker.
Oh, God.
My name is Drew, and buy Rocket League is worth $20.
Totally worth $20.
All right.
So-
yes.
We're Friendly Fire.
Wraps up episode 16 of the Friendly Fire Gaming Podcast.
See you next week.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Where did NSYNC come from?
Oh.
I'm embarrassed for you boys.